Alright. Good.
Cars.
Tapping all their friends around. No one know you did it.
Jem, at least smile. Yeah, that's a lot better, right?
worried that Kelly had to marry her dad. start doing old photos now, aren't
Really well. Settle down.
There they go, look. No, she only does that.
Give it this. Could you kiss her again?
You rather this, yeah. Oh, cut her.
Sampai niकालो ना अंदर.
no way.
Here we go.
Twist. Twist. Twist it out.
That one's not a good one.
Winter scene on the
Get out of the way, man. Venga, pues. Hay que lo tengan.
Haven't I would like to say how pleased we are that so many family and friends have travelled to Sri Lanka to celebrate Kelly and Kris's wedding day. I'm sure you will all like to join me in saying how lovely the bridesmaids looked. Thank you to Amy and Ellie, and also to Connor for being engaged. And now to Kris. I'm not going to say too much about Kris, I'll leave that to his brother. But Pam and I have always got on well with Kris, and as time went on it was obvious that he thought a lot of Kelly. When Kris asked if he could marry Kelly, we had no hesitation in saying yes, as we knew he would look after her as well as possible. And so after that I'd like to say, Kris, well done. I'd like to say that Pam and I have been very fortunate that we have two great sons in Jason and Andrew, and two lovely daughter-in-laws in Sue and Joe, and also two lovely grandchildren, Connor and Ellie. But today belongs to a very special daughter. It's very special to little Kelly. I must say that she looks absolutely stunning. Just to end, I would like to wish both of you all the best in the future, and may you have a long and happy marriage. So all I've got left to say now is, please everybody enjoy yourself and have a good time. Thank you.
I prepared a little note earlier for my speech. I think Keith's just said it all, so I have to start again. True Robson fashion, as my mum will agree, Kelly's had to put up with the past 3.5 years. We've had very little preparation, a lot of room for error for this, so please forgive me if I miss out. First I'd like to say, and most importantly, before I get a punch in the arm, is how beautiful Kelly looks tonight, and I was completely in awe when she walked down the aisle today. Very, very humbled by it. Secondly, past year since Kelly and I got engaged, she's warned me about this speech, not to tell any of my jokes. So it's going to be very, very short and very painless for everyone. Thank you all for coming. It's amazing how far you've all come from all corners of the globe, and it's a real testament to Kelly and I how much you think of us. Finally, and not least of all, is thank you to Keith, especially Keith, after he got the bill yesterday. I'm sure the sweating downstairs was just addition to what he's done for the past 24 hours. So I'd just like to say cheers for everyone, have a good night. Cheers. Finally, I've got some presents to give out for all the people involved in the ceremony. So if you give me 2 seconds, I'll just get them. Where's Connor? And Ellie? Connor? present for Keith and Pam earlier, but as you were all aware, Nigel ruined that for us. So here's the leftovers.
Now the fun part. I excuse myself because I'm not very confident, as you all know, so stutter. You know why. I'd just like to say to start off by saying how happy my family and I are to be accepting Kelly into the family. She's coming to a family of boys, and Mum's finally got a girl in the family, so she'll be very happy. And I'd also like to say how proud me and my family are of my brother in actually finding someone that likes him. But I'd also like to thank my brother for the honour of being his best man. It's a very proud moment to see my best mate get married. I'm so happy to be such a big part of it. But when Kris told me I was going to be the best man, I happened to be looking in a magazine and stumbled upon an article showing what was in the best man's speech. And then I saw what would be my favourite part of the speech, the background anecdotes of the bride and groom. So I'll start off with Kelly. I'm sorry I have to read this straight off the paper, but I've got it from Pam. Pam wrote, when Kelly started school, she went in the afternoons for a week, then in the mornings for a week, then a full day. She never wanted to go and used to cry so bad that Keith had to come home from work to take her. On one particular day, she cried so much and struggled that he had to carry her and nearly dropped her handing her over the teacher. He came home so upset. She was so shy and she never used to talk to anyone. So when she said she was going to Australia with her friend travelling, we couldn't believe it. We then had a call from her to say her friend was coming home sick, but not Kelly. And yes, you guessed it, that's when she met Kris. Also, spoke to your brothers, Kel. You've got a couple of stories. I heard that you liked having them kick a football at you as hard as possible. Goalkeeper. Heard you were quite good at it too. Also heard that you liked kickboxing bags. They used to kick you all the time. But I also heard about his favourite game, turning invisible. Plonk you next to the computer, and your brother used to stand there on the keyboard, giving it these ones. And one chap with space bar, Kelly, you're invisible. Going like this. Where are you, Kel? Where are you? Do you want to come back, Kel? Yeah. Stand up straight. One tap the space bar. And I'm sorry that's all I had about you, Kel. But I have got a lot about my brother, and I would have dragged on. So I must warn Kelly's family, there's some things you might learn about my brother. Kris was a lazy baby when he was young. Michael fetched everything for him, and he never walked till he was 18 months. And he never talked till he was about 2.5. He was also a thumb sucker. We moved to a house with brand new carpet, and one day Mum noticed Kris picking up the fluff on the top. And he used to put it in his fingers and rub it on his top lip. Then one day he found his new doona, pulled out a big bit of fluff, throw it over his shoulder, still in his hand, into his thumb, to rub it on his top lip. But unfortunately he did that until he was in high school. When he and my cousin Amy, sorry Amy if this embarrasses you, when they were 2 years old they decided they wanted to swap clothing. Amy wanted to wear Kris's jeans, so Kris swapped and wore her floral dress. Unfortunately, the thing is, it really suited him. Also, Kris had the best mullet ever. But he thought it was cool and he used to think that was when it was in. And I'll leave you guys to decide. If you look on your tables, there's a picture of him. There should be 2 to each table.
No.
I have got more.
You didn't have any girls. No, I was watching girls and he was
Mum pretended. Kris's favourite game when he was young was he used to climb into a cardboard box and he used to get Dad to pick it up and put it in somewhere in the house and Kris had to guess where he was. You never know Kris was my best friend because when Mum was pregnant with me,
Mum asked my brothers, what would you like? Michael unfortunately replied a sister, thanks Michael. But at least that was better than what Kris said. Kris said he wanted a dog. Thanks mate. Kris used to be a pretty good golfer when he was young, but unfortunately he didn't have the temperament. One day me and Kris were playing golf, and Mum and Dad had just bought a brand new set of graphite golf clubs. He started playing, he was playing really bad, so he hit his pitching wedge into the ground, and out came just the head was still in the ground. Started crying. He was about 16. And when he used to play with Michael, Michael didn't play that much, and Michael could always hit harder and further than Kris. And the lady in the golf club used to love sitting in the golf club, looking out the window on the second hole. And by the second hole, she could see Kris walk behind a tree. Then you'd see the club. Then you'd see him throw the shoes. Then you'd see him throw the bag. She used to love watching it all the time. At 14, Kris rang up my dad and said, "I'm lost, Dad." Dad said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Avalon." Avalon's quite a small place, I must say. And Dad said, "How can you be lost then, Kris?" He said, "I am." So Dad thought it very strange and went to pick him up and his friend. The moment he got in the car, Dad realised he'd been smoking the wacky tobacco. And Kris looked like a milk bottle. He was so very pale. And then he got the munchies, and his punishment was he wasn't allowed to eat. He didn't come out of his bedroom for 2 days. Kris and me were always enemies as children. Even when he babysat me, he used to give me boxing gloves, and he used to grab some cushions and have them on his hand. He'd set up a ring and put me to sleep. He'd hit me once, so I'd start swinging at him as hard as I could, and he'd go like that. And then as soon as I got tired, he'd hit me once right in the head. That was his way of putting me to sleep. Also, your mate Mark Heathcote asked me to mention the beige Italian shoes that you got from Vinnie's for $5 for their engagement party, and that you got them for $5 because you swapped the price tag from $10 to $5 at a charity store. And at the party, Kris got totally wiped out and swears blind that while he was passed out in the toilet cubicle with his legs hanging out the bottom, someone tried to mug him for his shoes. Mum and Dad were called back to the party to get him, and he was lying in a gutter on the main road, totally blind. They hung him out the window in case he spewed, and then got him home and made him sleep in the bath. I warn you, fan of peace, never let him ride a bicycle. Kris cannot ride a bike. He wobbles all over the place. And one day he decided to ride down our big steep hill in front of our old house. Forgot that the bike had no brakes, and forgot that there was a bend. He ended up coming off the bike and sliding across the concrete into someone's front yard. He also drove the same way whilst on his L's. He turned right or left, and he turned so wide that he ended up on the wrong side of the traffic and going towards oncoming traffic. So the only person that could teach him was Mum after a couple of wines. I also was told to mention his two cars. One yellow Escort that he bought for a project for school, but unfortunately it looked better before he did it up. And his maroon Beast that leaked water, and Kelly had to sit in the back whenever it rained so she didn't get wet. Kris still swears blind that's what attracted Kelly. Unfortunately that's all I've got on Kris, but before I finish the speech, I'd like to say on behalf of the bridesmaids and the honour as well, the paid for it, to thank him for the honour of giving him that job. I'd also like to thank Pam and Keith on behalf of everyone here. You've done very well in organising this event, and you couldn't have taken us to a better place. And now I'd just like to propose a toast to the couple. So everyone raise your glasses. Right.
Let's have some champagne. Can we get some
We'll
champagne?
get some champagne. Yeah. We need the champagne and toast.
All right, Joe. Very confusing. One just was too light.
Oh, hello. face.
Excited, thinking about you today and hope it all goes well. We know it will be a beautiful wedding and we really wish you were there with you. Lilia and Presley send snotty kisses and we can't wait to see the picture. Lots of love.